God damn it, man. Do I seriously have to make this fucking video? Jesus. I don't think anyone wants to hear what I have to say because it's not really that interesting, you know? Alright, I guess I'm gonna do it. This is my middle school experience. It sucked. Okay, bye. I seriously don't want to talk about it, honestly. It's like, do you guys want to hear it? I mean, do I want to hear it? All right. Let's take you back to good old 2010. So this is what I guess my hair would look like back then. Like you would barely see my eyes. So my hair wasn't really this long back then, but you can kind of get the picture. I was kind of like emo a little bit. Had my own group of friends. We were pretty edgy back then. Oh wait, what am I talking about? Wait, I had no friends. Like, seriously, I was a complete loner back then. I had no charisma, no confidence. I couldn't even say hi to a person. This was me back in 2010. It was during middle school, around the holidays. And I may not look like I was shy, but believe me, I was. I was so afraid to talk to people, just in my own freaking thoughts. It's like I was in prison or something. Guys, like, okay, forever who's going to middle school right now, please, don't be a loner. Because it's just so depressing and so sad. Some people are okay with being alone, you know, just like sitting and like not talking to anyone, and that's fine. But for me back then, I did want to talk to people, but I just didn't know how to like approach. I was so afraid to say something kind of like, hey, what class do you have? Hey, who's your teacher? You know? As cliche as it sounds, I was afraid to talk to girls, especially the girls that I had a crush on. But I'm gonna put it back on. Sorry. It's the holidays, so making this hat useful. When 8th grade came around for me, I was ready to be confident. You know, I was ready to go make friends. I changed my hairstyle back then. And I'll show you in this yearbook right now of how my hair looked. Because 6th grade and 7th grade, my hair was like Justin Bieber. But this was me in 8th grade. Right here. There I am. Wow, look at this kid. Yeah, here I am. Like, top left corner of the page, like you could really notice me. But yeah, I wanted to I wanted to change in 8th grade, and I kind of like did, but then as time goes by, I'm just like, nah, I'm just gonna be a loner again. Then I had my hair down again. I was like, it sucked for me. This really refreshes my memory a lot. Like oh, I remember this in PE. I remember going to this, and I remember walking through there and standing in the corner, just kind of like being a loner. Good times. It's a thin ass yearbook too. It's like it's like, oh, we don't really have anything special in middle school, so we're just gonna keep it short. Yeah, that's pretty much how I was back in middle school. I wasn't very interesting at all. So the only thing I could say that was interesting for me back in middle school was like I used to draw a lot, and I used to like write like in a diary. I kind of mentioned it in my other video, the missing video, but it wasn't until 8th grade that me and Brandon, we started making YouTube videos and all that in Epic Dude Network. And also, in case you guys are wondering, you know, just out of curiosity, if me and Brandon, we went to the same middle school, we didn't. What was middle school like? Well, let me break it down to you. The kids back then, annoying as fuck. Especially in the locker rooms, because they keep shouting like, oh, hey! Like, you know, it really hurts my ears, like, because there's like this loud echo, and it's like, oh, guys, shut the fuck up, you know? I'm trying to put on my shorts and my PE shirts, and you guys are hurting my freaking ears. It was so annoying. There were some kids that were cool, you know, but like the majority of the kids who were like, Red, Robin. Yum. Brings me back. Also, I don't think the girls want to hear this, but the boys' locker room smelled like complete ass. It was not pleasant. Sometimes I would hold my nose every time I changed my clothes. It's like, ugh. Although the locker room stunk, you know, as you walk out and do some physical exercise, it's actually pretty fun. We had some really fun activities. I forgot the names of the activities, but like used to play like something like tag, and we used to like run around, like do miles, soccer, basketball. PE was fun though, I liked it. Back in middle school, we had morning announcements, of course. They were pretty cringy. Oh God. It's like the morning announcements were edited on Movie Maker or something, which I used to use, and it's like not that great. So like when they do like commercials and whatever, it's no, they're not good. And the anchors back then were really awkward. Like they looked like they did not want to be there at all, and they're just like looking at the paper and they're like reading off of it very like mechanically. It's like, we are going to have an assembly at 2 o'clock. Be there or be square. Okay, I probably over exaggerated, but the worst part of the morning announcements was the joke of the day. So like the joke of the day is basically like they tell a joke every morning and they are not funny at all. But what makes it worse though is that after they say the joke, they do a really fake laugh. Oh God, I can't even reenact that. It's just so, it was so bad. Ha ha, you know, it's like so forced. It's like shoved in your face and you have to be forced to watch it because you're in the classroom and you can't escape unless you go to the bathroom. But that's the worst part for me. And also back in middle school, we had some dance events, you know, like it wasn't like homecoming or anything, but it was like just, you know, like dancing. They had food, they had music, and that sucked too because not a lot of the students went. Like when I went a few times, there was like no one there, and I was still a loner, and I had no one to talk to, so that was the worst for me. There's like some people just kind of like standing around. It's like, hey. I can't really remember what the food was like, but I guess it was okay, I think. Like, I think I remember there was like popcorn or like cotton candy, something like that. But there is one good thing that happened in middle school, and I'll tell you exactly what it is. The baffled king composing hallelujah. They had a freaking In-N-Out truck come to our school, which is freaking awesome. And like they serve us freaking cheeseburgers with fries and a bag of chips and a drink as well. And that was like the best thing that the middle school could ever offer us. I don't remember how you're supposed to get the In-N-Out food. I guess like you had to be like a good student or something. But when I did get the burger, it was worth it, because that burger was really worth going to middle school for. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I remember middle school having 2 lunches. I think one lunch for 6th and 7th grade, and then the second lunch for the 8th graders. Correct me if I'm wrong, whoever went to the same middle school with me, but like I have a very awful memory of middle school. I basically had to write this stuff down in order to remember. Let's talk about the period classes. Correct me if I'm wrong again, but I do believe we had 6 period classes. On Mondays, we get to go to a club that we choose. I remember 3 clubs I went to. 1 was video game club, 2 was arts and crafts, and 3 was listening to music while walking on the field. Video game class was cool because it introduced me to Super Smash Bros. Melee, and playing that game for the first time was really cool. Arts and crafts was okay. I was still a loner. But what's funny though, I was the only guy in the club, so it was all girls. But yeah, I did a few projects which were, they're good. But I know for sure that walking while listening to music in the field club was everyone's personal favorites, because, you know, I mean, come on, you're just listening to music while walking in the field. And the clubs are the last period of the day, so. And let me tell you youngsters something, all right? We didn't have iPhones. We had what you call a small device, the iPod Nano. And we used to have not unlimited songs, but 1,000 songs. So you kids have it lucky today, all right? We can't forget all the assemblies we had back then, you know, like they had like fundraisers, Red Ribbon Week also. Another thing I remember about middle school was how freaking cold the mornings were. Once I get out of my mom's car, I'm like freaking shivering, man. I remember my first days of school, there was like freaking no one around. I was like the only kid like just sitting, waiting for my next period to start. So cold back then. So cold. But at the same time though, like even though if it was really cold, it always felt refreshing to me. I don't know why, but like you just feel refreshed and you feel like, oh, I'm ready to start the day. I'm ready to do some work. I miss the mornings, honestly. Let me show you a little something from the yearbook. Let me see what we got. A bunch of kids I didn't hardly knew. These were the times that were happening during 2012. You are 1 in 7 billion. Holy shit, I was 1 in 7 billion? Wow. The Statue of Liberty turns 125. Holy shit. A bunch of politics in here. Politics. All celebrities here at the time. They had their big hits. But overall though, my middle school experience sucked. Because I was shy and I wish I talked more, but the classes were okay and the teachers were nice. So I thank my teachers at the time for making middle school a little bearable. But yeah, that's pretty much my middle school experience. So just thought I shared it with you guys because by the end of the year, I'm probably not gonna remember anything about my middle school years. I'm making it now, you know, just in case you guys wanna know. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, and more videos are definitely coming soon. Be on the lookout for a Christmas skit that's coming up soon, and another skit after that. I'll check you guys later. I'll talk to you guys later when I discuss my high school experience. And believe me when I say this, it's a whole lot better than middle school. All right, there. All right, I talked about my middle school experience. You happy now? All right, good. All right, I'm outie. I'm out this sucker.